Hey guys, this is Miss Smith. I'm going to be doing activity 11.1 with you. So on this one, we have a chart. It's titled Women in the Renaissance. So our directions here say complete this activity page as you read with your partner on your own. In the first column, list evidence from the text that describes the way women were expected to behave during the Renaissance. In the other three columns, list evidence from the text that describes the ways in which these women challenge these norms. All right, so kind of like I did before, I'm going to do the first column with you. That way it gives you an idea of what's expected of women during this time. And then you're going to figure out what each of these three women did that goes against these different things that are listed in the first column. All right, so when we're talking about cultural norms, we are talking about things that are expected, things that they are supposed to do, ways that they're supposed to behave. So if you look through this chapter, there are several different things that were expected of women or certain things that they had to do or follow. So one of them I'm going to write down would be they were expected to marry someone chosen by their father. So they didn't get to pick who they were going to marry. It had to be someone that their father had already chosen. All right, along with that, they were supposed to marry at a young age. So not only did they not get picked, but it also had to happen when they were young. Another thing, they were expected to have sons. So they wanted more men around, which is why they wanted them to have more sons instead of daughters. Another thing that I see from this chapter, they did not get the same education as boys or men did. And that's because they were supposed to stay home and take care of children and things like that. So they didn't really see that giving education to women was important during this time. All right, so let's keep looking through the chapter. Another thing I see, they were expected. So with this one, they were supposed to dress based on what their class was. So that would kind of tell them what their social status was. So they could only wear certain dresses or outfits or certain types of jewelry depending on where they ranked in status. All right, and then the last thing I'm going to write down, they weren't allowed to do the same things as men. In that case, I'm meaning things like painting or sculpting. And the reason for that is because during this time, they assumed that that was just the job of men. They didn't really think that women were able to do the same artwork or things like that. All right, so what you're going to do now, we have several different things listed in this first column, things that were expected of women during this time. So what you need to do now, you have each of these three women that were found in the chapter. You're going to tell me a couple of things that they did to challenge these different guidelines or requirements. So ways that they went against what was expected of them, things that they did that would not have necessarily been seen as things they were supposed to do in society at this time.